Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most well-known pop songs that sound cheerful but hide surprisingly dark lyrics. Number 20, I Took a Pill in Ibiza, Mike Posner.
You don't wanna ride the bus like this, never know who to trust like this. You don't wanna be stuck up on that stage.
In the mid-2010s, Mike Posner's music career got a much-needed boost with the release of I Took a Pill in Ibiza. Originally an acoustic folk tune, the song was transformed into a global hit when it was remixed by Norwegian EDM duo Seeb. But despite the upbeat melody, the lyrics actually reflect Posner's personal struggles with fame, self-esteem, and the hollow side of success.
I get along with old-timers, my name's a reminder of a pop song people forgot.
The song was born from a real-life experience at a party in Ibiza, where instead of living it up, Posner was feeling down about how his career had turned out. But then, he was instantly validated when a group of fans recognized him and offered him a pill, which he took to feel better about himself and fit in.
Darling, all I know are sad songs.
Number 19, Habits Stay High, Tuvalu. Tuvalu's breakout single, Habits Stay High, might come across like a carefree dance floor anthem, but don't let the upbeat rhythm fool you. If you listen closely, you'll realize it's actually about someone spiraling out of control. The narrator deals with the aftermath of a failed relationship, drowning her sorrows in booze, drugs, and casual flings in a desperate attempt to numb the pain. Unsurprisingly, this does not work. It only pushes her deeper into even more self-destructive behavior. The song was admittedly the most personal from the singer's debut EP Truth Serum, as it was inspired by a real-life relationship that ended in heartbreak. Number 18, Car Radio, 21 Pilots.
Sometimes quiet is violent. I find it hard to hide it. My pride is no longer inside. It's on my sleeve, my skin will scream.
The real-life story behind the 21 Pilots song Car Radio might sound simple at first. While in college, the singer's car was broken into and his radio was stolen. But the track quickly spirals into a reflection on the darker side of the mind. Now, without his car radio, he finds himself trapped in silence, grappling with the weight of his own thoughts.
We're all battling fear. Oh dear, I don't know if we know why we're here. Oh my, too deep, please stop thinking. I liked it better when my car had sound.
These heavy themes of anxiety and isolation are cleverly hidden beneath the lively electronic sound, creating a juxtaposition that might just make you rethink your own distractions. Car Radio was certified 3 times platinum in the US, so at least for the singer, those overwhelming thoughts turned out to be quite profitable.
I just sit in silence.
Number 17, Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen.
My time has come, sent shivers down my spine.
Regarded as one of the greatest songs ever, Bohemian Rhapsody is a genre-defying masterpiece that packs a piano ballad, hard rock, and progressive pop sounds into a 6-minute operatic extravaganza. On the surface, it seems like a whimsical tale, but a closer listen reveals haunting lyrics about guilt, existential dread, and even murder.
Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me.
Freddie Mercury never explained the exact meaning behind the lyrics, leading to speculation that it might have been his subtle way of coming out as queer. In the song, the narrator grapples with the consequences of a crime, reflecting his profound inner conflict and search for redemption. Bohemian Rhapsody not only showcases Mercury's extraordinary vocal range, it also takes listeners on an emotional roller coaster of his songwriting genius.
Just gotta get out, just gotta get right out of here.
Number 16, Macarena, Los del Rio.
Come join me, dance with me, and all you fellas chat along with me.
Spanish pop duo Los del Rio first released this song in 1993, but it didn't explode worldwide until 2 years later, thanks to a remix by the Bayside Boys. Suddenly, this version became the anthem of the 90s dance scene, blasting at countless parties, including weddings. But those couples might have had a rethink if they knew the song's real meaning. Beneath the irresistible beat lies the story of a woman named Macarena, who, while her partner is off joining the army, cheats on him with 2 of his friends.
Now, come on, what was I supposed to do? He was out of town, and his 2 friends were so fine.
this bittersweet narrative of heartbreak and infidelity sharply contrasts the track's cheerful tone. So next time you're dancing along to Macarena, remember it's a story of some pretty questionable decisions.
Bala tu cuerpo, alegría, Macarena, hey, Macarena.
Number 15, Mr. Brightside, The Killers. With a title like Mr. Brightside, you'd probably expect something quite cheerful from this song. But the lyrics go in the opposite direction, taking a relentlessly dour tone.
It's killing me and taking control.
They tell the story of a man consumed by jealousy and paranoia as he becomes convinced that his girlfriend is cheating on him. But you'd probably never catch this on first listen.
Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I'm Mr. Brightside.
The man's spiraling emotions and obsessive thoughts are cleverly masked by the song's fast-paced rhythm and thumping drums. Despite, or maybe because of, this mix of darkness and catchiness, Mr. Brightside became a massive hit and remains one of the most iconic rock songs of the early 2000s. Number 14, Little Talks of Monsters and Men.
Don't listen to a word I say. The screams all sound the same.
The debut single by Icelandic band of Monsters and Men, Little Talks kicks off with a bang, blaring horns and a lively rhythm that instantly pulls you into its energetic vibe. However, when all of that instrumentation fades, listeners are left to confront a pretty haunting message. The lyrics revolve around a conversation between two partners, one of whom is deceased.
Wait for me. Please hang around. I'll see you when I fall asleep.
As they engage in their little talks, themes of grief and loss take center stage, with the surviving partner struggling to fill the void of their loved one. It is an emotional tug-of-war that tugs at listeners too, as they have to contemplate life and death, while stomping their feet to the infectious beats.
For the truth may not be this. Ship will carry our bodies safe to shore.
Number 13, 99 Luftballons, Nina. It's easy to miss the actual message behind this tune, as it was originally written in German and lost a bit of its punch when it was translated to English. Still, it is one of those songs that tricks you with its groovy synth-pop sounds while hiding some pretty grim themes. The song imagines a world where 99 balloons are released into the sky and mistaken for enemy aircraft. This innocent act sets off a chain reaction, which results in military panic, nuclear war, and massive destruction. While the music itself is peppy, the song's message is a sharp critique of Cold War tensions, showing how easily fear and miscommunication can lead to catastrophe. Number 12, SemiCharmed Life, Third Eye Blind. With its punchy drums and irresistible doot-doot-doo chorus, one might mistake Third Eye Blind's SemiCharmed Life for just another breezy pop-rock tune. But of course, there is a lot more than meets the eye here.
When I'm with you, I feel like I could die, and that would be alright.
The song is packed with references to illicit substances, following someone caught in a cycle of self-destruction and struggling to break free. As they chase these fleeting moments of happiness, they come to realize that the semi-charmed life isn't all it's cracked up to be. In a way, the song itself is the ultimate sugar-coated pill, a feel-good tune on the outside, with a seriously gritty message at its core.
I'm not listening when you say goodbye.
Number 11, Paper Planes, M.I.A.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name.
British rapper M.I.A. pulled off a masterclass in misdirection with her hit single Paper Planes. At first glance, it sounds like a song about gangster violence, complete with gunshot sounds and the cha-ching of cash registers. But those sound effects were incorporated to tell a different story, one about immigration and xenophobia.
We pack and deliver like UPS trucks. Already going hell, just pumping that gas.
Drawing from her own struggle to secure a U.S. work visa, M.I.A. highlights the hardships immigrants face and pokes fun at Western stereotypes. Even with lines about robberies and the clear gunshot effects, the whimsical delivery makes it easy to miss the social commentary. No wonder so many people were too busy grooving to realize, and helped propel it to unexpected commercial success. Number 10. Lights, Ellie Goulding.
I had a way then.
After dropping out of university and signing with Polydor Records to pursue a music career, Goulding first broke real ground with her smash hit Lights. And while it could be interpreted simply as a story about facing your inner demons, Ellie actually drew upon memories of her biggest childhood fear, sleeping with the lights off to compose the airy electropop single. In fact, the British chanteuse verified her lyrics' origins in a radio interview in LA, admitting that the anxiety that sets in while immersed in darkness still pervades to this very day, unless she is sleeping with someone else. Number 9. Can't Feel My Face, The Weeknd.
We both know we can't go without it.
Who would have guessed that the track that rained the radio waves all summer 2015 was secretly about illicit drugs? It should hardly surprise us that Abel Tesfaye, better known as The Weeknd, would pen an infectious love song as an ode to narcotics instead of a woman.
I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it.
Although casual listeners likely assumed the R&B crooner was so overjoyed about his romantic feelings that he couldn't suppress a smile, the shady truth is that the MJ-influenced club banger is describing the numbing effects of the drugs. Number 18. Turning Japanese, The Vapors.
I got your picture of me and you.
Although once falsely reported to be a naughty British euphemism for pleasuring oneself, The Vapors have stepped forward to set the record straight. Turning Japanese has nothing to do with the people of Japan or self-pleasure.
I'm turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so.
So what sort of metamorphosis were the short-lived new wave group going on about? In reality, the transformation they sung about simply revolved around changes and becoming something unexpected. That's all. Not a terribly dark theme, but one that expresses how adolescence and formative teenage years bring about all kinds of changes, often leaving you feeling like a totally different person. Number 7. If You Seek Amy, Britney Spears.
Oh baby, baby, have you seen Amy tonight?
You can always count on Britney to start a scandal, and If You Seek Amy is no exception. Throughout the song, the racy lyrics seem to spell out a single desire to if you seek Amy. Say it slowly and you'll hear a sexual innuendo that has drawn comparisons to the profane wordplay of Shakespeare. However, others have noted that the song is not about looking for a woman named Amy or sex, but about how the public perceives Spears' life. The thinly veiled sexual message did get the Parents Television Council up in arms, though, as they threatened to launch indecency complaints against any radio station that gave the song daytime airplay. Number 6. The ATeam, Ed Sheeran.
White lips, pale face, breathing in snowflakes.
Ed Sheeran is known for imbuing his music with a lot of personal significance, and in the case of the ATeam, his own experiences with being unhoused. Sheeran has been open about surfing from couch to couch while he supported himself by playing gigs. So when his career started to pick up steam, he performed a show at an emergency housing shelter.
ATeam, stuck in her daydream.
While the title of the song is about a sex worker with a dependence on a Class A illegal substance, the subject matter is about a girl he met at the gig named Angel, thereby giving us the Angels to Fly lyric. He produced the song in general to raise awareness about those struggling to get by on the street. Number 5. Some Nights, Fun.
Some nights I stay up, cashing in my bad luck.
Although you may assume fun is all about having a good time, the indie pop band's road to stardom was marred with potholes, and they weren't certain if proceeding with music was the right thing to do.
Most nights I don't know.
Some Nights touches on Fun's creeping feelings of doubt and regret after making it big in the music industry, far away from the band's homes and families. Of course, many celebrities are plagued by these same conflicts once they realize their dreams are not necessarily what they were built up to be, but fewer artists have the courage to express it in their work. Number 4. Hey Yaah, Outkast. of the biggest songs of all of the 2000s, Hey Ya had everyone shaking it like a Polaroid picture. But how many were truly privy to what they were getting down to? If you listen closely to the verses, Andre 3000 is lamenting the impermanence of relationships and expressing an anxiety that they're ultimately futile because all love, like all things, eventually comes to an end. Hey, yeah, that is pretty depressing. This iconic track might emit a zen acceptance of our fates, but it isn't nearly as cheery as we once thought. Number 3. Pumped Up Kicks, Foster the People. After being moved by the alarming rise of mental illness among teenagers, lyricist Mark Foster wanted to delve inside the head of an isolated youth who goes on a rampage at his school. With an up-tempo indie rock flair, Pumped Up Kicks is easy to sing along to, but just listen to the lyrics and the tune becomes startlingly dark. Although its aim was to shed light on gun violence and mental illness, certain radio stations decided to pull the song from air once they learned of its painful context. Number 2. Like a Virgin, Madonna. The essence of this one must be easy to pin down, right? An adolescent Madonna is crooning about the thrill of growing up, finding true love, and being touched for the very first time. However, songwriter Billy Steinberg claims he initially wrote the Madonna single as a heartache-tinged ballad following a harsh breakup. It left him feeling emotionally battered, and Like a Virgin was his way of working through personal hardship. It was only upon resurfacing from that relationship that a new partner came along to help him feel shiny and new. Thus, the song was able to adapt an optimistic tempo and flourish into the career-making track it was for the rising starlet. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Chandelier, Sia.
Party girls, don't get hurt, can't feel anything.
Famously mistaken for a party anthem due to its 1, 2, 3 drink refrain, the chandelier Sia actually happens to be singing about swinging from is a metaphor for her treacherous experience with alcohol use disorder. The release of the single was our first reintroduction to Sia after she donned the blonde and black wig and eschewed the celebrity spotlight. She admits the track has dark undertones, but turning her condition into art is exactly what gave it such an everlasting effect. Party girls don't get hurt goes the opening line, and when she says it like that, it's impossible not to believe her.
Just holding on for tonight, on for tonight, on for tonight.
Which of these deceptive tunes had you the most fooled? Let us know in the comments below.
Started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.